Bert and Ellie's going to be me, or Sally Field's going to be my sister. You know, we do this like at dinner. But I always knew I had a story to tell, and it just happened. So then one day, I don't know what, it was a couple years after the Easy Out on Third incident, and I just said, I'm going to write a book. I'm going to put the story down in writing. And once I started, I couldn't stop. I would just, anytime I had, the only roadblock I had was time, because I was working full time. I had a busy life, but whenever I had the time, and usually it was late at night when everybody was sleeping, and I would like give up a couple hours sleep to write, I had no trouble telling the story. I had kept a journal since he was born of every doctor's visit,
That's
every,
so helpful.
you know, you have to, when you have a chronic illness, you have to. So that was like my Bible. I just, like, chapter 1 covered, each chapter covers 1 year in his life.
Oh,
and it
wow.
always ends on his birthday. Because the first chapter is the whole pregnancy, and it
That's
ends
a great
when he's
technique.
born. Yeah, and that's how I did it. And I used the journal, so there was no, it wasn't hard to write the book. It was just fun and exciting to, you know, get it all out and realize. At one point, my brother said to me, it's a great idea, but do you really have enough content to write a whole book? And I said, well, here's the first couple of chapters, you know, read it and let me know. And then when I looked through the journal, I said, oh yeah, if anything, I have to cut back or I'll bore the reader. Like, there was plenty of content in there.
Yeah.
You know, life, you can't make this stuff up. So life happens, and there was enough in there for each chapter.
Yeah, sometimes it's better if you have a lot of factual information,
Yeah.
like doctors and whatnot, to put it in an appendix in the back of the book, rather than have people have to wade
Right.
through it. But you were telling me before that there's something special about the cover.
Well, you asked me how I published, and I self-published for 2 reasons. One, I remember when I was maybe 3/4 done the book, and I joined an authors group, and I remember going to the first meeting. And in my mind, I'm sure every author thinks, oh, I'm going to write the book, and then I'm going to send it out, and the publishers are just going to scoop it up, and I'm going to be like the next
Oh, yes.
Danielle Steele.
Of course.
And I still was thinking that. And this woman, she was a speech pathologist somewhere in Nassau County, and she had written a children's book. It was a rhyming book, and it helped her with her lessons in speech. And
Was that Lorraine Alderman?
no, Paula Gruthius.
Okay.
And she said to me, oh, no, I self-published, and why I did it was because, firstly, when you're done the book, you want to see it, you want to hold it, and it's like giving birth to a child when you open up that box and you hold the book. And I said, I've never thought of it like that. So that moment I decided, okay, I'm going to self-publish. And then the freedom. You know, even if you get a traditional publisher to take your book, they could limit you, they can pick your cover. There's a lot of,
They own the book.
They own the book, thank you. And it's my book, I own the book. I own the story, I had a cover in mind, I had a vision, and that was not going to be altered.
I self-published too, and I have
Yeah,
no
I'm thrilled.
intentions of moving off that. There are a lot of self-publishing companies.
Yes.
Plus the fact that this has become a trend in publishing.
Yes.
And the publishing industry is changing tremendously.
Right.
So it isn't vanity press anymore, where they
Right.
will, you send your manuscript in and they'll just
Exactly.
publish anything and bind it for you.
Yeah.
It's a whole process. I don't know what company you use.
I
you use
used
but
First
you
Edition Design Publishing, and I was
Oh, okay.
thrilled with them.
That's Tom Gahan's group.
Yes,
Yeah.
they were wonderful.
And they give you an editorial review, and they suggest what you should do, and
they guide you through the whole process. I mean,
absolutely. And the companies that I went through assured me, and that's what I wanted to be assured of, that the product that would be produced would be up to industry standards, and that's what I wanted. Because I felt when I don't know how you felt about your book, but I felt this is a whole new field for me. This is something completely different, and I need a guide. I need somebody to tell me how to go through the process. And I was happy with both
Yes.
companies that I went with. And so tell me about the special thing about the cover.
So the cover, I just had it in my head how it was going to look, and it was the grass with the baseball, you know,
And
obviously
something on the back,
to relate it to baseball. And I
Hold it up
wanted
like
the
this.
bubble
and then, flat
the
No.
book
flat against.
flat against me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's hard to do.
I think it's
The bubble letters, they look like baseball. There were just a lot of personal techniques. And one night, like everyone says, oh, when you finish the book, writing the book is the easy part, getting it published. And I can't say that, because they guided me through every step. And one night my son came home, and I'm like, I have the pictures, I have in my mind what I want to do for the cover, but I don't know how to go about doing it. And he came home it was just so funny, he came home from his part-time job, he was going to college at the time, and he said, my friend Matt is getting his degree in graphic arts, and he needs a portfolio. Does anybody have any graphic art needs? He said, well, my mother's writing a book, do you want to do the cover? And he said, okay. So his friend actually did the cover for me, and he took my ideas and brought them to life. And on the back, there's a picture that we took at Cooperstown, which to Bobby is like, fantasy land. Cooperstown is, everything a little boy like Bobby could want. There was just everywhere you go, there's baseball fields and games going on. So we took the picture, and it has a special meaning because there's a lot of memories behind that picture. And I know, I loved the freedom and the control of self-publishing.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
me
go any
too.
other way.
And now, of course, we come to the bear of marketing. Marketing is a whole nother thing.
Yes.
You have to get a Facebook page.
I know.
And a Facebook page doesn't cost you anything.
Right. Well, I have a personal one.
No. You have to get a book page. You have
Right.
it's a business page. It's a like page, not a friends page.
Okay.
It's a like page. And then you have to get people to like the page.
I know.
And a website is helpful, but not necessary if you have a Facebook page. You should do Twitter. Social media will get your book
I
out
know.
more than anything. So those are and it's very time consuming. I have to tell you, it's extremely time consuming.
Yes, it is.
And you said you belong to an authors group, always very good.
Yes.
Also, you want authors groups that will bring you to that organize events where you can sell
Right.
your
Book
books.
signings and
What I have found very successful is church fairs,
yes.
because churches around the holidays and
Right.
schools and whatnot will run arts and crafts
Yeah.
fairs, and I have been very successful at those, selling my books. Also, I know you belong to Long Island Authors and Writers Society, correct? And they have it in with Barnes and Nobles
Yes.
in Bayshore.
Yeah, we
That's
just did a book signing
Take
there.
advantage of it.
Yeah, no, we do. Every book signing they have, I take part in, and yeah,
Get your local library to let you do a little talk.
yep,
And those are the kinds of things you do when you have to do them
Right.
in an ongoing way. And now you have to think in terms of the next book.
I have
And
two
the
in the
next
works.
book actually could be a supplement of, what's it like in high school? What's it like? What are the
Right.
challenges to send him to college? And also get some of his words in the book.
Right. Well, that's true. Yes.
Yeah, get him to talk about it,
Yeah, like a sequel.
because I'm sure he has a very interesting story to tell.
Oh, he does. He does. We were at a book signing once at the book review, and I'm sitting at the table, and a woman came up, and she goes, "I already had your son sign it." I said, "Excuse me?"
Yes.
He was up at the register, like, I'm the star of the book, and I'll sign
This
it.
kid is a natural.
He
Yeah. So this is a great story. I love to hear success stories, and I'm really happy that you came on the show.
Thank you for
And
having
I
me.
wish you tremendous success with this book. And when you do the second one, you have to come back on the show.
Okay, I will.
Do you have a tip for authors?
Never give up. Never give up, and don't sell out. Just
You know,
whatever you believe in, keep.
It's so interesting because my last 6 guests have said, "Don't ever give up."
It's easy
And
to
it's
you get
true.
you get tongue tied or whatever, but it's a lot of work. But like I said, like writing the book is hard, but marketing and the journey's just begun.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was great meeting you.